Okay. And we're back with Bill Catrone. Billy.
Hey, Bob.
Here we are, back once again. We know what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about new versus certified pre-owned, or as in my day, they used to call it new versus used. So
right.
Let's talk about the choice that there is at 3Rivers, new versus used.
Right. Well, Bob, we've added one new thing. When I got into business, there were new cars and used cars. Now there's almost new cars, which is our certified pre-owned program.
Okay, so there's new, there's used, and then there's almost new.
Yep, almost new.
What's the difference in the three? Let's go over them.
Well, used cars are generally, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and years, and miles, and so on. You could have a real nice used Honda Civic on your lot, a 2008 with 80,000 miles. That's a used car.
Okay.
Certified pre-owned has to be 2015 or newer on our lot, and you cannot certify them if they have more than 75,000 miles on them. And it's very, very strict. Chrysler has requirements that you need to do a 125-point check before you can offer this car for sale.
Okay, so what kind of things get checked on a certified pre-owned car from Chrysler,
right,
that don't necessarily get checked on a used car when you're going to one of the search sites for a used car?
Yeah, that's a great question, Bob. We'll change wiper blades. We'll change rear wiper blades. In Pennsylvania State Inspection, if you have 3 to 430 seconds of tread depth on your tires, technically it'll pass Pennsylvania State Inspection. Our certified pre-owns, if it has less than 630 seconds, we'll put all brand new tires on the vehicle. They're going over from top
All right,
to bottom.
So I get it. A new car is a new car, and Chrysler backs a new car, whatever. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram.
Yep.
They back whatever because that's their promise, and by law, they have to back it to a certain point, correct?
Correct.
A used car, once it's used and Chrysler doesn't own it, or Jeep or don't own it,
Right.
they're not responsible anymore, right?
Right, correct.
The only person responsible is whoever sells it, and whatever they're going to back,
Right.
versus whatever a new car manufacturer will do.
Right.
Aha.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to see it.
Yeah.
But with a certified pre-owned, Chrysler's back on the hook again because
They're back on the hook.
they're back on the hook. And that makes it so they don't really care what, put it the right way, what I want. They want to make sure that they're doing the right thing so that they're selling me a good car, the reputation stays in place, your reputation stays in place. They're on the hook, and they like being on the hook because they don't want stuff going wrong any more than I want stuff going wrong because it hurts their reputation.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes. The requirements are very strict on the certified. And Chrysler wants them to be strict because they're offering quite a bit of perks of a certified pre-owned.
Like
a 100,000-mile warranty, like 3 months, 3,000 miles, bumper to bumper.
Okay, let's define bumper to bumper. You were looking at your paper there. What are you talking about bumper to bumper? Read it. Just
Bumper
pick it
to
up and read
bumper.
it. Okay.
Well, when I mean bumper to bumper, it's like a new car warranty. If your radio goes bad, it's covered. If your power window motor goes bad, it's covered. It's as close to a new car warranty as you can get.
So it's not just transmission and engine.
Right. No.
You get on standard stuff, right?
No. They also give you rental car coverage. They also give you towing coverage.
Okay, so
there are a lot of benefits with
if the
certified
car breaks
pre-owned.
down within the warranty,
Yep.
then when I bring it back, if I need a loaner,
Yep.
I get a loaner.
Yes, you do.
I don't have a cost for the loaner.
No cost.
Okay. That's quite a bit different. So, wasn't too long ago that there was new and used, and everybody looked at it that way, and new car dealers really made good money and liked selling used cars, and it was all working. But the manufacturers have stepped in and made the used car business, the certified pre-owned car business, truly a good way to buy a car if you can't or don't want to buy new.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's exactly right.
Okay.
Not everybody can afford to buy or lease a new car. A certified pre-owned is a great avenue for them to take. low mileage cars, generally late models from 2015 to 2019, and it gets them a very, very nice car backed by both the dealership and Chrysler.
Yeah, you know, we joke around about it when you buy a used car, right? And still people talk that way today.
Yeah.
I bought a used car.
Right.
You kind of hold your breath.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you get a good deal? Did you get taken? Did they take you? What happened with the deal? And then, a month down the road, oh, yeah, here's what happened or here's what didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
But with certified pre-owned, that doesn't happen.
Well,
that changes all the rules.
I wouldn't say that doesn't happen, Bob. A new car can break down.
Okay. I got it.
Anybody that tells you that these cars will never break and they're not
selling cars. They're not educating people.
They're not educating people. The key is once a car breaks, if it does, it's how you back it. Chrysler backs it, and we back it. That's the important thing, taking care of the customer. And that's why Chrysler wants us to do these very strict service checkups on this vehicle, make sure all the fluids are changed, make sure the tires are good, the brakes are good. Every option in the car must work for certified pre-owned. Your heated steering wheel, your heated seats, everything has to be operational when you take delivery of that car.
Well, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, the company, right? Mm-hmm. They, no matter where I buy.
And Bob, let me interrupt you. I've been calling it Chrysler for 40 years because I've been doing this a long time, unfortunately. Yeah. But it's actually called Fiat Chrysler because Fiat actually owns us.
All right.
But the old timers like me, we still call it Chrysler Corporation.
Oh, well, I stand corrected. A young guy like me, but to not get that right. So from now on, I should say Fiat
Chrysler Motors.
Fiat Chrysler Motors. Excuse me, Mike. I got to say Fiat Chrysler Motors.
Mike, we're not saying it. We're still saying
we
Chrysler.
Work it in here, right? Because heaven forbid. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll try to do some edits if we need to, but I'm going to call it Chrysler and Ram occasionally because that's what people buy. I had a Fiat once. Loved it. So. Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of do a wrap on new. Mm-hmm. Versus, or the choice is new at 3Rivers, Fiat, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, right? So the choices are new, used, because you have used cars.
We'd have used cars, definitely.
And then you have certified pre-owned cars. Okay.
Yep.
So the new car, we get, if somebody comes in and buys it from you.
Yep.
Okay. You get all the stuff, that you get with a new car.
Yep.
Right? Okay. What happens on your used car lot? You come in, there's a used car there, I buy it. Do I get the same coverage as certified pre-owned? No, I do not.
You do not, Bob.
Okay.
And we encourage customers when they buy a regular used car, and we have all kinds of, excuse me, we have all kinds of brands of used cars. I mean, we have Toyotas and Hondas. And
why would you do that, Bill?
We try to keep all nice cars because people buy Toyotas, people buy Hondas, and if you can trade in a nice car, it makes a great car for someone.
Okay.
We just can't back them like we back our certified pre-owned. That's why we encourage everybody to purchase an extended service contract when they buy a used car.
Is every Fiat, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram dealer? Are you all under the same rules? If I buy a used car in East Jabib, Kentucky, right, and I bring it up to Pittsburgh, and it's a Chrysler or it's a Dodge or if it's a Ram truck, and I bring it to you for service.
Correct.
What's the differences if it's used, certified, pre-owned, or new? In other words, are you going to service it the same? Are you obligated to service it the same? Are the prices kind of the same, or what's the deal?
Well,
I don't think people understand that.
If it's under warranty,
all right,
and you buy a Chrysler car, Jeep, Ram, you can take it anywhere in the country and get it serviced, right, as well as a certified pre-owned. The warranty labor rate on those particular cars are based on the dealer in that city, and Chrysler pays that.
Got it. Okay.
So you're safe.
And you like that business?
We love it.
It's a good service business.
It's great service business. There are dealers out there that will not service a car that is purchased in another dealer.
That's my question. Yeah. I was afraid to ask it, but I shouldn't be afraid to ask it. Are they allowed to do that, and why would they do that?
I don't know. I don't know why you would do that, because
Just get your service business.
It gets your service business. And when you treat the customer right, they may not have bought their last car from you, but what about their future car? Maybe they enjoyed the experience so well in your service department, the next car they purchase from you.
Okay. So on used, you don't really have to service it, but you do service
Absolutely
the used car, even if it comes from East Jabib, Kentucky.
Absolutely.
Right? You service it. On a new car, well, that's a new car, and that's the deal.
Yep.
But on certified pre-owned, every one of those that's on your lot, it gets the full Monty, in other words, the full treatment.
And you can get it serviced in Pittsburgh, you can get it serviced in Florida, wherever you want.
Okay. So that pretty much puts a wrap on our understanding, my understanding, I hope the customer's understanding of new versus used.
Versus almost new.
Versus almost new. And I know there's something else I have always liked to do, and you guys probably hate me for wanting to do this when I go into a dealership. If I go in looking for a used car or a certified pre-owned or a new, the closest thing you have on the lot that I can drive, okay, if I'm looking at a new car, what do you have that's close to this that's used? And I'll go for a test drive in both.
Yeah.
Because I know that, it might not be that high a payment, it might not be whatever. I might like it. Or I'll go with the certified pre-owned, look at the two of them, and I might not buy new. Does that hurt your feelings?
Not at all. Okay. Not at all, Bob. We want the customer, we want to sell the customer what the customer wants, not what we want to sell them. Makes no difference to us whether it's new vehicle, used vehicle, or CPO vehicle. Okay.
So in our next podcast, we're going to discuss that whole issue of shopping online versus shopping at the dealership and everything in between.
Yes.
But that's what always kind of bothers me about shopping completely online. Until you get in that metal and it surrounds you, you really don't, and until it's in your driveway, and if you haven't taken it for a test drive, it's pretty hard to really know if that's what you want.
Exactly,
At least
Bob.
It's hard for me.
And that's why we, and many times, we offer a customer extended test drives. And when they're not 100% sure that this is the vehicle for them because they just drove it around the block or for 5 or 10 minutes, we offer them an extended test drive. You can take it overnight, take it for 2 days. Get a feel for it.
We sit here and we say we could take 2 to 5 minutes to get these done. What are we up to, Mike? 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes. It's amazing when you really get down and you quit selling and you start talking about real information. The car business is so interesting.
It is.
So thanks for coming in today, Bill. And next one we're going to get to is going to be, you want to go with in-stock or locator search? Want to talk about that either or are we going to go with transparent pricing versus hidden fees? Or
whatever we do, whatever you want to do, Bob, you're the boss. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, Bill.